Kid you not, we've been doing this move in like a day. Okay, I'm talking packing, moving, packing, storage unit, U-Haul. We've been doing it all. We've been doing it all. What's up, YouTube? Life is crazy right now. We're moving. And as you can see from the background, it's a mess in here. It's actually pretty crazy. Not my proudest work. We're almost at the end of April. It's time to move out of our apartment. I have a lot to clean up. I have a lot to do. I have a meeting at 3. It is currently 11 o'clock and I low-key just got out of bed. I woke up at like 10:30, I wanna say. Also not my proudest work, but my dog is sick. Yeah, I lost like 2 hours of sleep because he kept going to the door needing to go out. And then he would come in and leave some vomit for me to clean up multiple times. But first I'm gonna do the basics just so that I feel like a human again, and then we'll catch up. Lord help me. Looks like I'm not brushing my teeth just yet because he needed to go. As soon as I hit the record button, he was ready to go. So, guys, just pray for me. When you gotta go, I guess. He's all done. Doodles, don't get a doodle. They're so sensitive. Very emotionally intelligent dogs, very sensitive. So I think he's just had a rough day and we're seeing the effects of that. But yeah, go to the vet when he's not lethargic. He's eating and drinking fine. Bro ran out here and started chasing squirrels. No. First things first is that we are going to get out of these pajamas. I feel like I'm always repping UCF merch in these videos, but whatever. I have a very specific routine. So I'm gonna do that routine right now because it literally involves 3 mouthwashes, a very specific toothpaste, and all that stuff. Skincare, really quickly. I literally never skip this step. Like 99.3% of the time, I never skip this step. Hydrate. While I still have some hydration on my face, I'm gonna go in with my milky toner. This is the Cosmic Milky Toner from Bubble. I have very dry skin and this works so well for my skin. It's super hydrating, moisturizing. It just makes my skin soft, gives it a nice glow. And I used to use the Thayer's Milky Toner really often, but I found that my skin would feel dry within like 5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. This I could use alone and it works like a moisturizer. Always pair it with a moisturizer, but it works really well. And then I also go in with the e.l.f. Barrier Goals Cream. I believe this is a dupe for the Rhode Barrier Butter. Not sure, but I do know that this is approved by the, I think it's the National Eczema Association, and I really like this. It's very thick, very moisturizing, and I need this because I am trying to recover from a damaged skin barrier. It's not fun. Aquaphor on my lips. If I was planning on going outside, I would do sunscreen. That's it for my skin. You can see there's hydration, there's glow, there's moisture, but it's nothing over the top, nothing crazy. Literally those 2 products are all I put on. Otherwise, I would put on sunscreen if I was going outside or I was just gonna be sitting in front of the computer all day, because you should put on sunscreen if you stare at a computer all day. Google it. Anyways, let's go downstairs. All right, you guys, it looks really insane in our house right now. I'm just being frank. Take a moment, because when you see this, you're gonna be like, girl, that is atrocious. But okay, just trust me. Trust me, daddy. Guys, hear me out, okay? We moved everything from upstairs to down here, so that's why it looks crazy. We already moved our couch, dining table, chairs, the stools, the bar stools, we sold them. So we have been taking care of all of that stuff. Really, Mec has been taking care of all of that stuff. He has been the Facebook Marketplace warrior, and he has just been selling. I don't know how he does it, but he gets it done. He meets up with them. That's been great. We've gotten rid of a lot of stuff because we are downsizing from a 3-bedroom to a 1-bedroom. I don't think I updated you guys after the last vlog when we were apartment hunting. I ended off the last video saying that we were really struggling to find an apartment, and we found an apartment. Praise God. We're really excited to move into it. We're excited to downsize and just have somewhere that we can really fill the space, because it's just us 2. We don't need a 3-bedroom townhouse with a backyard. We just don't need it. But we're gonna be out of here in a couple days. So that's why it looks crazy. It's really just all of the final little things that we need to go through, pack, declutter, stuff like that. I always just start with making the bed because I think it just like 1% progress. So I'm just gonna start by making the bed. I don't know if I mentioned that this is a day in the life, but this is a day in the life. Surprise! I honestly love moving. I love trying something new. Mecca and I were talking about this recently. I'm just really used to it because some people grow up in the same home for their entire childhood, but I did not grow up in one home for my entire childhood. We moved from Florida to California, back to Florida, and then even within Florida, we moved apartments or townhouses like every couple years. So I'm just used to moving, used to a new environment, used to seeing seeing a new state or a new city, I think it's a blessing. And I think it's really fun. It's fun decorating and like decluttering and just having a new space. I don't know how else to explain that. My mom had a house once I got to 10th grade, which was great. I enjoyed having my dedicated room and decorating and being able to mess up the walls and things like that. But girl, I was ready to grow up. So can you move, please? Thank you. Sir, he always does this. He decides to lay down under the blanket. I'm gonna go place his dog bed to wash because he threw up on it. Yep, I am sweeping the bedroom area right now, AKA the living room. All right, guys, I have not read my Bible in a couple of days, really a few days. And I told myself yesterday that I was gonna get back to it today. This morning, and I was gonna do it first thing in the morning, but I was just honestly so thrown off by my dog being sick, slept in late, went to like brush my teeth and stuff, and then I just got sidetracked and started cleaning, which really shows how easy it is to just go through your day and not really take a moment to pause and like ground yourself in the word. So I'm gonna do that because it just came to mind, and I've been practicing listening to my convictions faster. Like if I get a conviction that's like, you need to read your Bible today, I'm gonna do it when I feel that nudge and not, 5 hours later before I go to sleep or just whatever it is. So I am reading the New Testament, but I've also been reading Proverbs. I'm gonna pray and read myself, and then I'll let you guys know if anything stands out to me. Okay, you guys, I just finished reading and it was really good. Okay, so there's 2 verses that stand out to me. One says, the desire of the sluggard kills him, for his hands refuse to labor. All day long he craves and craves, but the righteous gives and does not hold back. And this really spoke to me because I have a goal that I really want to see be successful and come to fruition, but I've been slacking. I've been slacking for a couple weeks. I just know that there's always room to grow in how you steward your time, and I could definitely do better in stewarding my time in order to achieve what I want to achieve. So that's one thing that stood out to me. And then another verse that stood out to me is still chapter 21, verse 30 to 31. It says, no wisdom, no understanding, no counsel can avail against the Lord. The horse is made ready for the day of battle, but the victory belongs to the Lord. It just made me think about family, friends, situations, just people in general. And, if you have a relationship with Christ, then you know how much of a blessing that relationship is. You know how blessed we are to have salvation. And so many times I wish that people I knew in my personal life could understand that and experience that for themselves. There is no amount of words I can share that can truly express how good God is to me and how just amazed I've been in my walk with Christ other than experiencing it for yourself. I truly don't think there's words to accurately describe the feeling of how good it is, how fulfilling it is. We read it in the Bible, we hear stories, we hear sermons, but until you experience the goodness of God for yourself, it's hard to grasp truly how intentional and detail-oriented and personal your relationship with God is. And how even though God works in very similar ways in all of our lives, we all have our individual experience and relationship with the Lord, even though we're all walking according to the same word. So many times we try to plan or have the right words, the right strategy, evangelize a certain way, think of all the right verses, answer the questions perfectly that a friend or a family member or a stranger may have. And while I think preparation is key, just feel reminded that the victory belongs to the Lord. I guess what I'm trying to say is that if someone's going to give their life to the Lord, if the seed you planted is going to grow deep roots and just have that impact on someone, it's God's doing and God's going to make it happen. And even if you mess up a Bible verse or you happen to say the wrong thing, we should be accountable for the things we say. We should be responsible with what we say, but ultimately there is nothing that can get in the way of what God is going to do. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. And so this is really good because I think a lot of the time we try to carry the weight of like, what if I did this? What if I said this? I wish this person would just understand. How better can I explain this? But sometimes you've done what you could do. He'll get it done. I don't know how else to say that. He'll get it done. Anyways, I've been yapping, you guys. What do I need to do now? I think I'm gonna get started on the kitchen because it looks crazy over there. I'm gonna give you guys a little tour so you can see just how insane it is. Dang! Ooh! Yeah. If there's one thing I'll toot my own horn about, it is that I really think I'm a great cleaner. I think I just get it done. I get it done. It doesn't have to take me long. I can be efficient. And so that's what's gonna happen right now. Also, the reason why these dishes are on the sink like this is because basically the state of our dishwasher was not pretty. The water quality or whatever when it got ran was really gross, and the dishes just looked dirty and water stained. So I have been hand washing everything again, which we already do. Every time we wash dishes, cook, whatever, we hand wash our dishes and then place them in the dishwasher to dry. So the dishwasher, it's just a drying rack for us. So I've been hand washing everything, letting it dry, and my voice. And now we're gonna place them in boxes because we don't need to use this stuff and we're not gonna cook. So let's get it done. Let's come over here. We got these Mr. and Mrs. champagne glasses from Mecca's brother and his girlfriend when we got married, and Mecca went to wash them and broke mine. But hey, accidents happen. I forgive you.
Waddle.
He's back from work, but he's gonna help with the rest of the moving.
Why is it like so blurry? Oh, cause it's on bird focus. You gotta put it on humans.
You must have touched it or something.
See? I'm out of here. By the dawn's early light.
Thank you. Okay guys, so we've made a great deal of progress, as you guys can see behind me. Remember, over here was super chaotic. It's looking a lot better. Those dishes are drying. I have some stuff in the sink that I'm gonna wash, and I have cleared all of the top cabinets. Mecca's here helping me with all the random junk that's everywhere. So we're gonna keep on working through this, and then I'll come back and give you guys an update once we've made good progress.
I entertain a motion for adjournment. Motion is second for adjournment. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Active teachers have a wonderful day tomorrow. First day.
Good luck.
Learn those names.
Good luck.
Have a great day. Thanks.
Bye, everyone.
I'm back. It has been a long time. I last saw you guys at 3 o'clock, I believe, when I had a meeting. We've just been packing, literally been packing all day, very, very tired. It still looks like it's in shambles, but I promise you guys, we have made so much progress. I want to give you guys an empty house tour. The thing is, I leave in the morning. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna have to give you guys a house tour of how it looks in here, even with all the kumbelung, because this is the last time that I'll be here, so I can't stall. Here goes the best worker getting it done.
Got the tape rolling up on itself.
Guys, whenever I have to take this 5-hour drive to my mom's house, it is literally impending doom. Impending doom about this drive. I'm actually I'm sitting here being useless. I think I'm over it. Let me go make myself of use. Birds are flying high, you know how I feel. Birds are flying high, you know how I... House plants? Yes. Dang, you guys are crooked again. Okay, how's that? Better? I don't know.
You turn the light out here too.
Let me show you guys what in the car looks like. It's giving hacked up, as you guys can see. Aw, I'm gonna miss our front door. It's so cute. But it's time to take the stuff over to the storage unit, so see you guys there. This camera setup is a little bit janky, but we're in the car. On our way to the storage unit, and we are loaded up with all the boxes, as I showed you guys. Luckily, the storage unit isn't a far drive away. The annoying thing is that the storage unit is really small. So we have to really be careful with how we pack things.
You can blame it on me, it's okay.
Because we accidentally got, no, it's we, because it's a we. So
Thank you.
We accidentally got a storage unit that was a little, it's not too small, but it's just small. It doesn't give us much room to work with, so we have to be strategic. Did you ever watch, what was it called? Cab a Million? You know the white guy in
Oh, he goes around and sings at everybody?
No, that's James Gordon. The cash cab. And the guy picks the people up in Times Square. Between when they get picked up and their destination, every time they answer a question correct, they win money. But if they get 3 questions wrong, they get let out before, no matter where they are.
No way.
Yes, it's a show. But this is our version of the cash cab, but it's the 2026 version, so it has to be a little controversial. So we're gonna be sharing our unpopular opinions. My first unpopular opinion is that I think Chipotle is highly overrated.
I don't know. I feel like it's rated fairly. It's not like a, A-class meal, but it gets the job done. Waffle House is the best breakfast food.
Yeah, that's wrong.
What?
First watch absolutely wins.
Come on, bro. Nah.
No, actually,
bro.
I lied. Okay, Cheesecake Factory beats Waffle House any day.
Okay.
When it comes to breakfast,
That's fair.
yeah.
If you want to get some food, get it nice and quick, you go to Waffle House. Waffle House has never let me down.
It's let me down.
Like, it's probably let me down maybe twice out of probably the 100+ times I've attended.
I can't judge it.
I know we're doing unpopular opinions.
Yeah.
We should tell them how you tried to literally do a whole diet where you ate entirely cookies.
Yo!
Dude, what's crazy is how no one has a job, but everybody's spending $15 every day on a drink.
And just like that, we've reached the end of our unpopular opinion. We're pulling into the storage place.
My bad.
Come on, it's itchy out here. You take it forever.
Yo, I messed up.
You don't have the key?
No,
You're joking.
no, I'm serious.
It all works out. Moving is stressful, y'all. I just made it back to the storage unit. I was actually able to get here at 9:59. All right, y'all, let's get this done. So we have to figure out how to get all this, and all that in here. As you can see, we don't have much to work with. So we got to do some reconfiguration. So we're gonna make some space and then we'll see how this works. I'm just glad we could get this done because we were considering not bringing them here today, but I just think this would have been way too much for him to carry later in the week. And it is definitely a tight fit. Like, we had to very strategically put this stuff in, but it honestly all works out. I'll show you guys what it looks like. This is what it looks like in there. So it doesn't look much different, but we've put all those boxes in there stacked up on a table, so it all works out. There's definitely a few more little knickknacks that are gonna get thrown in there, but for now we're pretty much done with it. And I'm tired. It's been such a long day. Hey guys, it's the next day. We had a really long night last night, moving and doing all of that stuff. I'm gonna give you guys a quick house tour because we're about to go to the storage unit and then call it a day. That'll be it for my day in the life vlog. So, quick house tour. This is the front of our house. This is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath townhouse. And in here is a 1-car garage, but we primarily parked outside. To the right, we have, I guess this is y'all's left, we have our backyard. I'll just open the door so that you guys can see what it looks like. If you guys are subscribed to Mecca's channel, then you know what it looks like. Simple backyard. Back up this way, this is obviously our little porch, our front door. You come in. So this is our entryway where you guys are standing. So we had a table and stuff like that. And here's our 1-car garage. So right now it's just a space for things that we're moving, selling, stuff like that. And then this is the downstairs half. So our bed is currently in the living room because we moved all our furniture. So it's just here because we stayed a couple of nights without furniture, but this was our living room. We had a big couch, a center table, our TV, stuff like that. And then over here was our dining room. So we had a 6-seater circular dining table, just to give y'all an idea of what the space is like in person. This is the kitchen. So you have a gas stove and, you know, great storage, stuff like that. To y'all's right is our half bath. So if guests came over, they could use this bathroom. Really cool, nothing fancy. And then to y'all's right over here, this was our pantry. And so as you can see, ingredient household, nothing crazy. Off the kitchen is a back porch. So back here, we had chairs. We would like put our mop out here to dry, stuff like that. We didn't use out here often. The grass stayed pretty wet. There's just not great, I don't know, the soil just didn't absorb water well. So out here is always just wet and muddy and buggy. Lots of mosquitoes, gnats, flies. We're in Florida, by the way. I don't know what you guys know about me. My channel is fairly new, but we're in Florida. Follow me. We're going upstairs. This is where all of the bedrooms are. Guest bathroom. So this has a full shower, toilet, vanity. Oh, I see a gnat in there, or a moth. Cool, so come in here. First bedroom to the right, this is, or was, Mecca's office. So he had his desk and stuff in here. And it also has a little closet. After this bedroom, on the right is the second bedroom. This was supposed to be my office, but I did not get much use out of it. This bed in here was our bed, but we couldn't get it down the stairs because of the overhead. So we just put it in here. So we have to break it down. In here, same size closet, nothing crazy. After that bedroom, you have in-unit washer dryer and some storage on top of the laundry room, if you want to call it that. And we would just keep like broom, mop, things like that in here. And then this is the primary or master bedroom. It's pretty big. We fit a full-size king bed in here. There was still ample space on both sides. And here's the bathroom. It looks a little crazy. Again, moving. His and hers sinks, which is amazing. You've got drawers and cabinets for storage. You got a full-size walk-in shower, which is awesome. And then in here, there's a like toilet room. So that's cool too. There's some separation of space. And then the last thing is the closet. So this is a walk-in closet. And it has built-in storage, which is awesome. That was our home for the past year, but we are now moving into a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. We're downsizing, which is much needed because as you guys can see, this is just way too much space for us to occupy. We had a lot of dead space. That's the house tour. That's the video, y'all. We are about to head to the storage unit and then I'm embarking on my journey to my mom's. Micah's going to work because it's currently like 11 a.m. on a Tuesday and we're calling it a day. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.